All right, well, good morning, anglers. It's Jim from Match the Hatch Fishing. It's the first or second Saturday in April, and I've come down to the south branch, the Patapsco, upstream quite a ways from where I caught that huge trout about 10 days ago. And there's a big pool here, a few other anglers, and I was here yesterday with Gaither Mike, and we found a few, so we're going to give it a shot here. And you can see this is just a beautiful, beautiful run, and I can actually see them in front of me. And I'm starting with a just a 20, I think it's an olive zebra midge, and this fly above it, which kind of resembles, it may well be a blowtorch. I had thought that I was actually going to bring my my nymphing rod today, and I didn't, but I have brought cider leader, so I could at some point change over. So we'll see what happens. In front of me. There's a little pocket in front of me. I'm just gonna roll it out above that. Well, I wanted to go to the left, but the fly's deeper. Let's see if that makes a difference. There he is. That made a difference, just getting deeper. Bit of a precarious spot here. All right, perfect. Just what I wanted. All right, good. Good release. There we go. Mend quickly. Yep, there he is. So I've just tied on, I think it's about a 16, this fly here, and it has, as you can see, kind of some pink hackle in it and a little bit of tail. So it's a little bit of a different variation of what I just fished, but I'm just thinking a little bit color here they haven't seen yet from me today. And this place is stuffed with them, so. So I've gone back to kind of my original setup. I'm calling this a blowtorch. The one I used earlier was pretty similar, and about a foot below that I have a, I think it's about a 20 size green or olive zebra midge. I mean, the fish are right in front of me, and I pretty much have to do that. Maybe just a smaller profile is something that'll be more akin to bite. This one's gonna get bit. These fish just got real active. Yep. Oh, well, someone got it. He ate the small one too. That's a pretty good view of the little rainbow, and I'm winding up my line as I typically do, but mostly here so I don't step on it. All right, smaller profile they liked. I believe that's fall fish, and it is. Got to catch one of those. Looks healthy. This guy was here way before the trout. Pretty cool looking, actually. Bulbous head and like a bullet head. There's one. Let's hope this shows up on the GoPro. I'm running out of battery. And that's another little rainbow trout. And Gaither, tiny little olive zebra midge. So it could be the size, it could be the profile. Ouch, that hook's sharp. He's good to go. All right, change batteries. Yep. He barely touched it. So I have put on my first dry dropper of the year. This is a blue wing olive, maybe it's a size 20-ish, and maybe 2.5 feet below it, a zebra midge, the same green 20 zebra midge. I saw some bugs floating around, then the wind blew up, and this will really force me to concentrate. Yep, he had it the whole time. I'm going to put some pressure on him, even with the 6X. There's a little barb on this one, I remember. I saw the fly move, and then I saw the fish. All right, dry dropper. Well, I've come upstream out of that gorgeous hole and I wanted to hit just a few sections before I call it a day. And this section here, I know has fish in it from yesterday. It's kind of unusual. It's got this little back eddy in here. And I've taken off my strike indicator. I've got double nymph rig. And there's a bite. It is probably like a little minnow or a dace, but the point is, I felt him. Pretty cool. All right. Well, that's the idea, that I can feel the bite. And I want to try to get in that flow over there. I'm probably going to have to move up a little. I was in the process of tying up some cider leader at home, and I just didn't get it done. And to put on a 12-foot leader here is not going to help me much. I felt that little fish, so you'd think I'd feel a bigger fish. And I felt that one too. And it's another little something. Oh, there we go. Well, that's the idea. Yep, look at that. Got the trout on tight lining, right on the midge. That's, yeah, I would not have put a hook in this fish if it hadn't been for me learning that technique. So Mike Schlepsky, way to go. Nice little brown trout, perfect. Popped the hook right at the end. I barely had to touch him, and he was right in there. And I would never have learned to do that if it wasn't for the time I've spent with Mike. I felt that bite. It's kind of glary, but perfect. He popped off. It's great. I had a really pleasant day on the south branch, the Patapsco, below Gaither Road, and spent the large majority of the day in that pool. Caught 7 or 8, easily missed that many more, and boy, there's a lot of fish down there. And then came up and caught that little brown trout tight lining just a short time ago. That was real gratifying. So a big thank you and a shout out to Mike Schlepsky, Tight Lining Maryland, for teaching me that technique. And even though I didn't have the right gear, I still managed to get it done. So that was a lot of fun. I saw a couple other fishermen today here for the first time. I have not seen fishermen here, but again, it's a Saturday. I usually don't fish too many Saturdays. And I hope you enjoyed this and that you learned something. Thanks for watching. And as always, this is Jim from Match the Hatch Fishing and Tight Lines.